Hello, my name is Elkrief, and in this video I'm going to answer the question, why do I hate myself? So I'm going to talk about 5 different reasons or 5 different explanations to help show you why you hate yourself, and how to stop hating yourself is going to be embedded within that. So first off, we say I hate myself, or you say I hate myself, as if this is some permanent thing, as if this is some factual part of your existence. I hate myself. That's true. I hate myself. But let me ask you a question. Do you hate yourself in every moment? When you're having fun, do you hate yourself? When you're enjoying yourself, when you're watching TV, when you're eating something you like, when you're with friends and having fun with them, when you're playing a sport, when you're dancing, do you hate yourself in all of those moments? Probably not. I'm sure there are some breaks in there where you don't hate yourself. So when we say, I hate myself, it seems really powerful and strong, as if that's some factual, consistent and steady part and stable part of our existence. But it's not. When a thought arises that says, I hate myself, we feel, I hate myself. And when that thought doesn't come, we don't have that feeling. So it's not like it is who we are, I hate myself, and that's going to be part of our life forever, or that it is always part of our life. It's not. It comes and it goes. When thoughts come up that say, I hate myself, that feeling will stay as long as the thoughts stay. But when we're distracted by those thoughts and entertaining ourselves, there's no hating ourselves, because that only exists as a thought. So that's the first thing to see. The second thing is, you say, I hate myself. I hate myself. So there's 2 there. I hate myself. So who is the one that hates here? When a thought doesn't come up, we don't hate ourselves. When we're just watching TV, we don't hate ourselves. We're just here, just being. But when a thought comes up, I hate that I do this. I hate that I'm like this. Then we hate ourselves. So the thought is the one hating there. When the thought's not there, there's no hate. When the thought is there, there is hate. So whose thought is that? Who is this I hate myself? Did you pick the thought I hate myself? Where did it come from? You wouldn't pick it. Why would you? Who wants to hate themselves? So where did it come from? Who is the one hating? A thought says, I hate myself. That doesn't mean it's yours. It doesn't mean it's true. We need to come to these thoughts with the same skepticism as we would the scientific discovery. If a thought said, if somebody came up to you in the street and said, it's bad to throw bananas in the garbage, we'd say, well, what are you talking about? How do you know? So when a thought says, I hate myself, how do you know? How do you know there's hate there? How do you know it's bad what you're doing? How do you know it's you saying it? Why do you trust it? Where did it come from? Who put it there? Where is that thought going? Take a moment and look. I hate myself. Why did that thought come up? Where is it going to go? Who put it there? It's not you who hates yourself. You don't. A thought just pops up and then it goes. Nothing to do with you. So, where do these thoughts come from? Why do you hate yourself? Why do these thoughts come up that make you feel like you hate yourself? Well, it all comes from our conditioning. Or in other words, our unique set of experiences in life, our life history. So what happens when we're young? When you're 2 years old, did you hate yourself? No, almost certainly not. We're all just going through life, enjoying ourselves at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, more or less. Just having fun, regardless of whether we're fat or skinny. We're just there being. We don't feel, if we're overweight, we don't feel ashamed about being overweight. We're just whatever weight we are. If we're shy, we don't feel it's bad that we're shy. We're just happy as we are. But then what happens is we get taught all these ideas of perfect, all these ideas of the way things should be in the right way. So we learn skinny is good, fat is bad. So then if we're overweight, we say it's bad that I'm overweight. And we learn to hate ourselves. We learn shy is bad and outgoing is good. So if we're shy, once we learn that, we say, I hate myself, I don't like myself. All these things. We learn that being in a relationship is perfect, being single is bad. So when we're single, when we're young, before we learn that, of course we're happy. It doesn't matter that we're single. But then once we learn this, we feel bad about being single. So the thoughts that say, I hate myself that I'm like this, it's bad that I'm like that, it's not good enough that I'm like this, all those are just beliefs based on what you were taught about what is good and what is bad. In some societies, they consider it to be good to be overweight. In some societies, it's more that you're smarter if you're more introspective and quote-unquote shy, right? What is good, what is bad? It's all just beliefs about what we were taught. So the thoughts just come from society, from the media, from all that, what we were taught, right? And then the thoughts just show up. We don't pick them, they just come. So that's why we have these thoughts of I hate myself. So, since these thoughts come from what we're taught, we don't control them. They're not our fault. You didn't decide to be brought up with the parents you had. You didn't decide to be brought up in the place in the society you had. You didn't decide what the TVs and movies taught you. You didn't decide any of that. So therefore, you don't control the thoughts that arise in your mind. If everything in your life was told you skinny is good, fat is bad, shy is bad, outgoing is good, big house means you're successful, small house means you're a failure, all this stuff, if you weren't taught all this, you wouldn't have any of these thoughts, right? But you didn't decide who was teaching you. You didn't pick your teachers. You didn't pick the media. Since you didn't pick it, you don't control the thoughts that come up. And that means something. You know what that means? That means it's not your fault that you hate yourself. It's not your fault that all these negative thoughts are going on in your mind. It has nothing to do with you, so you can let yourself off the hook. It doesn't mean you're stupid that you hate yourself. It doesn't mean there's something wrong with you that you hate yourself. It doesn't mean anything. It's not personal. We're just brought up in this society, whatever society it is, and they teach us things, and then that becomes part of our experience. So, the fifth thing to look at when it comes to why I hate myself is to see, where do these qualities exist? So we think, I am shy. Where does that exist in this moment, shyness? Do you see it? Can you touch it? I am shy. It's only a thought. It's not real. I am unlikable. Where does unlikable exist? Show me it. Find it. I am unlikable. Does it exist as a fact? Is it real? I am boring. Where does boring exist? How do you know? Where does failure exist? You think I am a failure. Show me failure. Does it exist in reality? Is it tangible? Is it factual? Show me. Where is it? Can you find it? Locate it. It's just a thought. It's not real. So the qualities that we hate aren't even qualities at all. They're just thoughts that come sometimes and go sometimes. Right? Or even if we say I'm shy, for instance, right? Even on the realm of thought, in the realm of thought, I am shy. Well, am I always shy? Or sometimes I'm outgoing with some people, I'm shy with others. Or in some situations I'm outgoing, in some situations I'm not. Or at some ages I was shy, in some ages I'm outgoing. But that can't be who I am, because have you always been you? When you were born, were you you? When you were 5, were you you? When you were 10, were you you? Of course you were always you. Something has always been there. So you can't be shy, you can't be boring, because you weren't that in every moment, but yet you always were you. So, and there's so many different ways to look at this. You could think, could somebody think the opposite? So you think you're boring, but somebody might think you're so fun, right? Somebody else might think you're boring. But whose story is real? They all just exist as thoughts. None of it is real, boring. How do you know? Where is it? Show it to me. It doesn't exist. So we just need to separate the facts from our thoughts about the facts. What are the facts? I'm here. That's the only fact in this moment. I'm just here. Attractive, unattractive. How do I know I'm unattractive? I see my weight is like this, or my nose is like this. But who decides nose is ugly? Does ugly exist as a fact? Nose does. But where's ugly? It's just ugly as a thought saying this particular shape is worse than this particular shape. Or this particular shape is worse than that particular shape. That's just a thought. It doesn't exist. The facts themselves are completely liberating. There's nothing to hate about yourself, because you're just here being Who are you? We're just here being, nothing else. So why we hate ourselves is because we follow the thoughts in our mind and believe that they're true. But it has nothing to do with us because we didn't pick the thoughts, we didn't put them there. We didn't control the teachers that told us what is good and bad. So just let it all be. Come back to this moment. Come back to me in this moment. And we're just here. Nothing to hate. Nobody hating. And thoughts do what they do. So I hope you found that helpful. And please don't hesitate to contact me if you have any questions. Or I'd love to hear from you and just let me know how this went for you. So thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video.